Hello there, Aries. How are you doing? It's so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we're doing your March 2022 Tarot a love reading. This is good really from mid-March until mid-April. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we're going to move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. It does help to get my message out to more people. Okay, so let's get into your reading and let's see what we have here. Discovery. I get the sense that you may be discovering something new in a relationship that you already have, or a new relationship that's coming in, but it's really almost kind of like a discovery of yourself, in a good way. It's almost like opening your heart to love, this sense that, yes, I can do this, trusting yourself, trusting your intuition when you're, perhaps dealing in a romantic connection. It's about opening yourself up to learning how to navigate. It's like this energy of learning how to navigate, in a love relationship. After perhaps a time of feeling a little bit like you needed to protect yourself, opening yourself up again. So let's see what we have here. We have stuck, sacred journey, and balance. I love this. Outcome, results, conclusion, ending. You will get a resolution. Yeah, so I feel like, there's been a relationship, or just your romantic love life in general, has been kind of stuck. It's part of your sacred journey in order to open yourself up. And I'm really getting a sense it's about trusting yourself in romantic relationships. And that can sometimes feel like, what? But the reason that we kind of blockade ourselves or put up barriers to love is because we honestly just don't trust ourselves. And it's because we've been hurt in the past. And so we don't want to repeat that pain. So it's kind of like, you put out the barriers, even if you're saying, oh no, I want to date, I want to get out there, I want to meet somebody. There's also this defensiveness of, I have to protect myself, but you're bringing that into balance. I really love this energy. It's coming out of that sense of, I have to put up all these barricades to protect my heart, and being willing to put yourself in a vulnerable position again. Understanding that you are capable of seeing if there are red flags, of making good choices in your romantic love life. So let's see what we have here. Pay attention to red flags, getting to know each other, and romantic feelings. This could be the one. Okay, so Aries, see, this is where I feel like there's a huge progression, and I feel like you have been stuck for some time because you were concerned you couldn't see the red flags. That energy of, I thought I could trust myself, and then I got myself into this situation that ended up being really painful, right? So you're kind of like, okay, I want to make sure that I don't do that again. But what you're understanding is that there's this discovery of learning about someone. When you take the time to really get to know someone before you fall in love, right? Then there's this energy of you can see the red flags more clearly. When we jump into a relationship and there's a lot of romantic feelings and a lot of passion up front, before you get to know someone, that's when the painful situations could happen, because we fall into lust. It's not really love, right? We fall into lust, and that's such a wonderful feeling, except that a lot of times it kind of blurs our vision and we don't truly see the red flags. But I feel like that's the lesson you've learned. You can have these romantic feelings, but it's about kind of taking a little bit of time and getting to know someone first, because this could be the one. And then we have keep an open mind, and you deserve love. See, this is a lovely, lovely message that I feel like you have. You may still feel a little stuck at this time, but this is opening up very quickly. A sense that, with it will be spring here, or it is coming into spring here in the Northern Hemisphere. This sense that, okay, with spring comes action, communication, just getting back out there. I feel like there's this, yeah, I can do this. I can do this. I can trust myself. I can trust my intuition. So this Eight of Wands is your present energy. Willing to get out there, willing to start communicating, spending time getting to know somebody before you, fall into a love, if you will. And it still is the Wands energy. This is still your energy, right? About falling, it's about not falling head over heels in love before you communicate, before you get to know somebody. So what's your obstacle? Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you're ready. You're ready to get things rolling again, right? You're tired of the stuck energy. You're kind of like, yeah, let's do this. And then look, 10 of Cups on the bottom. This energy of you're ready for a true romantic connection, something that can last, something that's not, here today, gone tomorrow. You want something that, it's kind of interesting, something that sticks around, Okay, so your advice, the Fool. Yeah, I think it's new love. I think you definitely have new love coming in. But when you step onto this journey of this new love, you're also taking with you this new energy of trusting yourself, of being able to see the red flags. Whereas before, your situations could have led you to feel like you couldn't trust your intuition. And this is Spirit coming in and saying, no, you've learned those lessons. You've moved on from that. Trust yourself, and then trust the way that you approach love this time. Instead of, falling into a love on the first day, it's about, well, get to know them a little bit longer. Two of Pentacles on the bottom. Yeah, you're kind of like, I don't know. Am I ready? Am I not? You're ready. You're ready. It's about going slow, about not rushing into something. Okay, so let's see what the outcome is. Oh my gosh. Okay, 6 of Cups. Yeah, a sweet, innocent. This is kind of like a sweet, innocent love. Something that you can, build on. Something that can go to that 10 of Cups. Something that is just really lovely. I just get a really lovely energy after perhaps a time of being on your own and isolated with that Hermit energy. Look at this on the bottom, 10 of Pentacles. An energy of somebody coming in that can be someone that lasts the test of time, building a family, whatever that might mean for you. Something that's long-term, not just, a quick romance. So let's see what we have here with the 8 of Wands. Oh my gosh, the Sun. The Sun is coming out, the World card. See, you're really starting a new path. You're starting a new cycle. The Sun is coming out after a time of feeling lost, of feeling like you may never love again. There's this energy of, no, I'm ready to take action. I'm ready to go see the sun shine. With the 3 of Wands here. You may feel like you've waited a really long time for this energy to come in, but there's this sense that, yes, a new day dawns. A new day dawns for you. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, it's taken some time. Ace of Wands on the bottom, fresh start. There's a lot of fresh energy here. There's something that, this is your area of resistance. The wheel couldn't turn for you yet in your romantic love life because you had to get really good with a truth of something from the past and bring that into balance. This is what has been holding you back. That you had to almost like rebirth yourself. Take a look at your romantic love life and try to decide, what's the lesson that I learned in that last situation? And, going within, getting the information about, well, how has that played out in my life? How is that changing my life? And I feel like you've taken the time to heal this. It's almost like a sense of you having to actually believe it in your own soul that you have learned this lesson. I mean, I'm definitely getting the energy that you've learned the lesson of whatever ended your past relationships, okay? Or relationship, but there's this energy. You've learned that information. You have brought that into balance. It's almost as if with the death card, you have to acknowledge that that is over so you can start a new beginning, because the death card is the rebirth card, right? And with the Wheel of Fortune, it's that same energy. Seeing the blessings in a past situation, seeing the silver linings, understanding that that relationship was on your past so that it could open you up to some new discovery about yourself. And now you're kind of coming into this sense of having to actually believe it, internalize it. Having it become part of you, not to be worried. We have that Two of Pentacles on the bottom, not to be worried that you're going to slip back into some old belief system about yourself or about the way that you were in romantic connections, that you have actually stepped into a new day. Okay, so let's see what this Fool card is. Ace of Wands again, Ten of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Page of Cups. Forgiving yourself for whatever role you played in your past romantic relationships. I mean, no relationship ends only because of one person. I mean, we sometimes want to think that, right? But relationships end. We all play a part in a relationship. If it's codependent, it's because we allow that codependency. If we stay in a toxic relationship, it's because we stay in it. We choose to stay in it. And a lot of times we feel like there's no way out, right? But in some sense, it's our fears that keep us in relationships that really aren't good for us, right? We have to come to terms with the fact that we can make choices, and that we can choose again, that every single day we get to choose again. And that's what they're saying to me. Like, you have this new day is dawning. Keep in mind that every day when you wake up, you get to choose. Do you want to be like the person you were in a past relationship, or do you want to totally embrace this new discovery that you've made about yourself? Because this is such a lovely, lovely, lovely energy of going on a new path, of looking at love in a completely new way. Because with the Ace of Wands, it's like, yes, I want a fresh start in something that can last a long term. And then with the Star, the sense of true healing. There's a little bit of, somebody coming back from the past, but Aries, you are going to know if that person is really meant to be on your path or not. Because there is this sense that you can trust your intuition. There's a sense that somebody may want to heal something from the past, but you're looking at that situation and you're deciding, what is good for you. Instead of choosing romantic connections that may have served a hidden agenda, or motivation, you may have found yourself getting into relationships because out of fear, or out of, will I ever love, or will there ever be somebody on my path? But now I get the sense that you're willing to go it alone if you need to, that you realize that your love connections can bring out the best in you, but they can also bring out the weaknesses in you. And that you're choosing to go in a new path and only bring in people that have this really lovely healing energy, people that are going to stick around no matter what, in a good way, through the good times, through the bad times, in sickness and in health. It's this energy of, healing, a sense of feeling abandoned, I guess, because it's the sense of, yes, people can stay. When I put my energy into this and I choose wisely about the people that I allow into my life, then I can attract those people that are going to stay with me no matter what, right? And it is about forgiving yourself a little bit. About opening up to the part that it's kind of like, yeah, that was just something that was on my path. I had to learn that lesson, and allowing yourself to move on from that. And not to get kind of stuck in that energy of, oh, why did I go down that path, right? Yeah, this is so lovely. Temperance. It's taken a lot of patience. You've had to drop the burdens of something in the past. And I really feel it's kind of like this sense of guilt or shame, of perhaps your role that you played in a previous relationship. You're looking at that previous relationship, but you're dropping the burdens of it in a really good way, Aries, like really releasing it. We have that full moon in Virgo this week. It's on Friday the 18th, and it's this energy of I'm dropping the burdens of that past relationship and ready to truly step onto this new path of understanding. Your romantic relationships going forward are going to be so much deeper. So much deeper than in the past. You're getting a different perspective of romantic relationships, and you're excited about it. You're kind of invigorated. It's kind of like this energy of, oh my gosh, like I didn't know love could be this way. Oh, it's so lovely. Okay, so let's get you a soul truth card. And Aries, I do personal readings. If this is something that's resonating with you, I'd love the opportunity to explore that with you. And the link is in the description box below if you're interested. When was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? Yeah, Aries, there's this sense, I said of spring, I know that's Northern Hemisphere, but of springing up and walking on this new path. You see all that green? That's like spring, right? It's kind of like a new day. I'm going to say a new day is dawning for you. Go back to a moment when you laughed so hard you almost peed in your pants, or perhaps you did. Feel the laughter grow in your body, your cheeks hurting and eyes watering. Maybe there was even a snort or two. Laughter is healing. It reminds us to take life less seriously and find the joy in the littlest things. Note to self, laugh more often. And today's soul action, make somebody laugh today. And I feel as if, part of your journey is you may have been really serious. You had the Hermit card underneath here. You may have been really serious in this serious mindset, trying to figure this out, looking at the situation, trying to figure out the wisdom of, a past relationship, how to move forward. But now you have that wisdom, you have that knowledge, and now it's kind of like, have you ever learned something new and then all of a sudden, I don't know. Okay, the scenario they're giving me is like when you learned how to ride a two-wheel bike, right, without training wheels on it. Remember that first time when, your parents took the training wheels off and, you have been so good with the training wheels and, you were just like, yeah, take them off. I'm good to go, right? And then they take them off and you start off and you're kind of like a little bit wiggly. And then all of a sudden everything kicks in and you start flying on your bike. You're just like this sense of freedom. And I get that with you in this energy. There's kind of like, when you first start trying out a new relationship, it may feel a little bit like when the training wheels come off, you're kind of like, I don't know, can I navigate? And then all of a sudden it's kind of like this whoosh, yes, and you just go with it. And it's lighter. It's full of laughter and joy and not quite so serious. So let's see what we have here for your Lover's Oracle card. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. And I think that's a really good message for you in this, Aries, because I kept getting that sense that you were feeling a little bit perhaps guilty or regretful of something that happened in a past relationship, but it is about recognizing that that wasn't a wrong decision. That relationship was on your path in order to open you up to something that's so much more, beautiful. And that there is no right or wrong choice. There really isn't. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. So it's about going ahead and embracing yourself and saying, hey, I learned something in that past relationship, and now I'm ready to embrace this wonderful new journey in love. All right, well, I'm going to leave it there, Aries. If you did resonate, please consider commenting, or subscribing. And I do hope to see you again in the future. Much love and light to you. Bye for now.